Hello everybody, welcome back to some Crash Bandicoot. I hope you're doing well, hope you're feeling good. I think we're on a bonus stage now. I think it's been like 4 minutes since I paused the thing. Hello. Oh, it's gonna be like this, is it? Alright. Yeah, we're on a bonus stage. This level is insane. Oh, look, you can see the stage down there? Oh, God. I hate that about this game. I absolutely hate that about this game. I didn't know you could see the rest of the stage down there. That's kind of cool. Oh my god. How beautifully done is this game, though? I mean, this remaster, re-release thing is so sick. Like, actually sick. Credit where credit is due. I'm glad you don't lose a life for that, because I have 0 lives left, and I mean, obviously out of my freaking mind. Alright, come on. You know what I really just got the urge to do for some reason? I really want to do storm chasing. I mean, I've always loved weather and been fascinated with it, and I'd love to just go to the Great Plains or something and watch some weather. But, I don't know, for some reason, I just got this, like, wave of... Oh yeah, weather. You know, I don't know what it is, but something did that to me just now. Dude, weather is so cool. You know what we were talking about last time? About the partners and platforms and Twitch and all that stuff? Just like... It's amazing how many people... I've said this before on stream, too. I'm like, look, I know, like, you know, you create stuff and you're worth a hell of a lot more than what you're actually given. Like, I get that a lot. But it's also one of those things where, like, what do you do otherwise, you know? If you don't have a whole lot of options, oh my god. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I was never about, like, and this is going to sound, you know, cliche, douchey, whatever, but I was literally never... about the, you know, the funds or the money or the split or anything when I started this. So, oh, I forgot that kills me. So, like, you know, talking about splits being given or taken away or, you know, Kick, Twitch, whatever the hell anybody's talking about ever, it just never even really bothered me or meant. And I know there's people out there that depend on this and, you know, it might have hurt their livelihood a little bit. And I'd say that because I don't know. I've never been in a position, like I do this full time now, and I've never been in a position where I'm thinking like, boy, I can't do this anymore, shouldn't do this anymore. So I can't speak from that experience, but the experience I can speak from is somebody who got on the platform just to have fun and enjoy what I was doing. And I don't know, it came to the point where a lot of people went from like, oh, this is an amazing thing you do. I guess there's this mind shift. You know, it goes from like, I'm just excited to create, and I can't believe I'm streaming, and oh, my first viewer, to I deserve more, I should have more, I should do this, I should do that. And I don't know where that shift ever happens, but I've kind of avoided that for the most part, you know? I've kind of been like, I just am enjoying this because I like doing it. But I also think to the future. I've always thought to the future more than anything. And I think of 2 things with the future with this. 1, like, what possibilities could this open up? And 2, if I'm not able to do this anymore, how can I do as much as I can now and enjoy this as much as I can before I get to that point? So, 2 different outcomes. 1 where things just get incredible, they blow up, we have a good time, you know, I can support myself and hopefully others with this. And then... the other aspect where it's like, hey, I've given it my best shot, it's not working out, I can still kind of do it here and there, but like, you know, I'm just enjoying the ride until I can't enjoy the ride anymore, essentially, beyond the ride. But I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, there's a lot of things out of your control, and they go, like, from, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this is amazing, to... boy, I deserve more. How do I get to that next level? What am I doing wrong? You know, and it becomes something they don't even like anymore. So, I don't know. I've been trying to avoid that for the most part. And I think it's just, like I say, it's mental. It's a mindset. There's good and bad days, of course. Everybody has them. Oh, shit. You know, it is what it is, but... like I said, I've never been in a position where I can, like, talk about the split and talk about the platform and say anything other than positive things, I guess. You know, and I look at the safety aspect more than anything. I mean, what platform has done more for, you know, community safety than Twitch? I mean, like, literally. I mean, there's trolls and stuff, of course, on every platform, but, like, you know, when there are bot raids and hate raids and all that stuff, like, they implemented tools and listened to community more than I've ever seen any other. And, you know, like, say what you want. Hate them if you want to. Love them if you want to. But you know, dude, I streamed on YouTube during that time, and people could openly just say slurs in my chat, you know? Nobody could do that on Twitch. You know, like, there are people that can come in and do, like, they made it a way where you can control the raids you get and stuff like that. You control the people, like, that go in there on fake accounts and stuff. Like, you know, there's so many ways around it now, and you just don't have that on other platforms, you know? So I love that. I think that's the most important thing, really. You know? But that being said, I know there's obviously no platform's perfect, and, like, I'm not some, you know, Twitch fanboy. I just feel like I owe the platform and the people I've met on the platform a lot, and I would never want to, you know, I would never want to spit in the face of that, of course. That's to be, you know, if they did something, like, horrible or crazy, which, I mean, this is being recorded so early, they might have, who knows, you know, I wouldn't, you know, just support them just to support them. But, you know, we were talking about some of the positive things that people, you know, people take a lot of the positive things. It's all perception, really, you know, and people can take a lot of the positive things negatively. Like I say, the split and, like, the Plus program, you know, the fact that it's for affiliates now and it's not just something handed to partners, I think that's such a great move. You know, this is coming from a Twitch partner. Like, I'm telling you, I totally believe that that's a great move. Okay, cool. Because, like, even if I don't get the split or whatever, you know, a few months or something, like, you know, it's on me. It's not on the platform because they give you an opportunity to do it. And at this point, I've never even had the full split either. So I'm not even there. And, like, it's something partners would have had, you know, just organically before. But I don't care. Like I say, I don't just want to be handed anything. I want to be worth it. I want to earn it. And, you know, it's something to work for. Something tangible you can work for, too, which is nice. I think that's a big thing, you know, tangible goals to work for. People are always like, yo, I have this follower goal. And if they don't hit it, it's like, well, what are you supposed to do about that? You know, I mean, you can stream more, yeah, but that doesn't mean people are going to come in. You know, you could have the best stream of your life and have, you know, one follower, nobody there, whatever. You could have the worst stream of your life and get a bunch of raids out of nowhere. I mean, it's like, you know, and what do you quantify good and bad streams in, too? I mean, you know, everybody has a different mentality when it comes to that kind of stuff, but, you know, my version of a bad stream is usually stuff I can't control, you know, and that's not fair to myself or my, you know, friends and community and people who come in there. So I try to avoid talking about that because of, you know, like, here's an example of a bad stream. I did a 7 Days to Die stream, and the internet cut out several times. I was being throttled by my ISP, and I keep doing the same fucking thing over and over again. Yeah, and, like, that's, you know, I was having fun when the internet was working, but it just was stop, start, you know? And that's something I couldn't control, but it sure is something that made the stream not as fun for me and a little stressful. And that's that, you know, like, it's, again, something out of my control, but, like, some people consider a bad stream, oh, I only had, like, you know, 10 people in here instead of my usual 20. And it's like, I see what you're saying, and I know you don't mean it in a negative way, but, like, if I was one of those people that showed up to your stream and I was having a damn good time, but you were not because, like, you didn't have enough people in there, it's kind of a slap in the face, you know? It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, really? So you can quantify human lives? How the fuck do you do that? What the hell am I supposed to do there? You know, I don't like that. I think you should be grateful for whatever you get. And this is coming from, again, somebody who depends on streaming to exist, you know? Like, I would definitely go get a job if I had to, but, like, right now, we're full-time streaming, so, you know. Oh my god, dude, what the hell do you do? I think I have to, like... Oh my god, I think I have to just... I don't know, I have no idea. Oh, wait, hang on. Do I have to jump on top of it, maybe? Oh god. Either way, it's ridiculous. Come on, go. No! I did jump on top of it and I couldn't get over it. This is bad. Every now and then I come across a part in this game where, like, I don't know. I can't do it. This is, I feel like, how all these game series are, right? We start by just, like, getting into the game and seeing what it's all about, and then we start moving into the podcasty section, and then we slowly move into the part that I fuck up all the time and can't pass. It's the evolution of the Andy podcast, Andy fucking Let's Play, Andy whatever this is. I never know how to describe my YouTube when I'm talking about it. And I think that's something... Oh! Okay. I think that's something that's very necessary to be... Well, no shit. But, like, there's a couple of reasons why I think it's necessary to know what this is about. Because people that come in my stream... And this is, like, this is no fault of anybody's. This is just how it is. If you're promoting your socials and you put YouTube or, you know, something else up there, 99% of the time, people who are promoting their YouTube or their socials on Twitch, okay, good, are basically just sending you to a channel for their VODs or a channel where they multi-stream the same thing they stream on Twitch. So it's almost like saying, hey, check out my YouTube. Let's grow the YouTube, you know? But it's all promoting your stream or promote, like, this is all completely different. Thousands of videos we have on here that have absolutely nothing to do with my Twitch stream. So, you know, and I want to keep that separate. I want to grow this in a way I grow YouTube. Like, you know, if you guys are here watching the YouTube channel and you decide to go to the Twitch, it's going to be like the same me, the same kind of conversations, but also it's a little less game focused and a little more like, you know, hey, chatting with friends or getting to know people, or just entertaining or, you know, working together or whatever the case may be. Like, it's a whole different thing. And I just think it's so pointless to promote like a YouTube channel that you're just going to be doing the same thing or showing the same thing on. Now, I will say there is a point if people want to watch, like, oh, this is basically my VODs and stuff. Oh, I missed this stream. I want to see what they did. That I get a lot, you know, but it should be, you know, wow. That should be made clear when you're promoting it. So this I've been trying to make clear, like, hey, you're going to get, you know, hundreds and hundreds of videos that are completely completely different and completely new, aka completely from my Twitch, you know? That's the last thing, too. You don't want to compete against yourself, which is something I think a lot of people do, and they don't even realize they're doing. But if you're telling, like, you know, let's say you got 20 people that averagely watch your... You have 20 average viewers, and they come in your stream often, and they, you know, they're watching your Twitch or whatever, or your YouTube stream, and you tell them, hey, by the way, go follow this other channel and support me there. So you just took 20 people and then showed them the same exact content, you know, or like multi-streaming, and now you've basically said, okay, maybe 5 people go over and watch your YouTube instead. So it's the same thing, but you're taking your average down from 1 and putting it on the other to do the same thing. Now, there might be some method to that madness, though, because, oh, god damn it, perhaps, like, you know, you increase the average on 1, it gets promoted a little better, you know? So maybe that's where you're going with that. I don't know. I just thought it was weird to compete against yourself, you know? And, like, content creation is not a competition at all. There's no reason to think like that. There's no reason to look at somebody else and covet what they have. There's no reason to, like, you know, go after anybody else's vibe. There's no reason to compare yourself to anybody else because we're all individuals doing individual things. However, you 100% can compete against yourself, and it never works out properly, you know? There's never a time when you can, like, make something and then go, oh, you know what? That worked out really, really well. Oh, fuck. I told half the people to go there and half the people to stay here, and it ended up great. It's like, nah, that doesn't work like that, you know? Growing the platform's awesome, but you have to have a purpose and a reason to grow the platform and, you know, an end game, a goal, something like that. So that's why I, like, separate all this. And it's hard to, like, you know... Fuck! It's hard to go against something that makes sense. Multi-streaming makes a lot of sense. So, like, I should be multi-streaming and creating, like, original stream content on all the platforms. But I don't, because I want a unique experience on each of the platforms. So, you know. Again, I don't always do it the smartest way, but I do it the way I want to do it, and I think that's very, very important for... Why don't you crouch, you fuck? I think that's very important for content creation in general. Sorry about that. We'll fucking get this at some point. I don't know when, but y'all, I appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. We'll pick this up next time. Keep creating stuff, man. Take care of yourselves. Do what you want to do. It is worth it. You are worth it, and I love you all so much. Thank you again for everything. I will see you in the next one.